Mike Moore Media.
It's our monthly program from Rockingham Community College. And on the line today, I have Arcelle Taylor. She is Director of College and Career Readiness at RCC. Arcelle, hey, how are you?
I am well, thanks. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing great, and it's good to get acquainted here and find out a little bit more about what you do at RCC. So let's start right there. As Director of College and Career Readiness, tell us about your job, Arcelle.
Okay, so as Director of College and Career Readiness, which is also known as GED and ELA or ESL, English language learners, I serve in a leadership capacity to an instructional specialist, a data specialist, and a program specialist, and also 8 part-time instructors. I also work hard at building a strong community in-house in order to build a strong community in Reedsville, so meeting with churches and community-based organizations to recruit for our program. There are currently over 7,400 people in the county of Rockingham between the ages of 18 and 24 that do not possess a high school diploma. So why not reach out to those people and come here so that they can get their GED for free?
Sure. And this program has been going on for some time there at RCC. And that's interesting you say that number, 7,400 here in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the CCR program.
Right. So we are a free high school equivalency program, and we focus on reading, math, English, history, social studies, and we really want our students to work very hard to get to their diploma. We also work on English language acquisition, which is learning to listen, speak, read, and write the English language. And we also have transitions English and math classes for students who are just below college level and they need that extra boost. Again, all of those classes are free to our students.
We like the word free there, don't we?
We
That's
do.
good. Yeah.
We do.
And you cover a lot of different programs, it sounds like, too.
Yes, we do. We do. Yep. We want to make sure that everyone in the county is able to be served through our program.
Sure. If someone is interested in getting in on your programs, how do they do that?
So they would get in touch with us, but first they would need to know that we have orientations twice a month, and those are usually held on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and those are face-to-face. And students that are 16 and 17 are considered minors, so they would need to complete our minor release form, and we have that on file for them to complete. And all they would have to do to get registered for orientation is call our number, which is 336-342-4261, and then they would dial the extension 2146. And then once they get in touch with whoever answers that extension, we can register them and they can come in for orientation. For our ELA, our English language learner students, their orientations are one Tuesday a month, and they're held in the evening just like the class. And it's basically from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., and they would call that same number, 336-342-4261, and the extension would be 2146 in order to register for that particular orientation. And again, that is a face-to-face orientation. And during our orientations, we give our students assessments in either reading and math or both. And those assessments are given in order for us to know where the student currently stands academically and what we can do to stimulate growth to completion of their diploma.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you make it easy for people to take the programs there, really meeting the needs of the students on a number of different levels.
That's exactly right. That's what we do. We want to make sure that when they come in, they feel very comfortable. It's very important that when they have that first interaction with us, they feel like we feel that they're important. And they feel like we feel that we want to teach them exactly where they are, not too hard, not too easy, enough challenge and enough support to move them through to get to their goals, whatever those may be.
Yeah, I like the way you say that. Meet them where their needs are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do students earn their high school equivalency diploma through CCR?
So they earn their diploma by taking the classes, so they can choose whichever class they want to take. We have an online class where it's completely online. We have a virtual class where you can meet with your instructor via Zoom, or we have a face-to-face option in the morning, 8 to 1 p.m., or a face-to-face option in the evening, which is 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. So they can choose any of those options, and they are working on all of those areas that I mentioned before: math, English, writing, reading, and social studies and history. And they're going through each one of those in order to take a pre-GED test, and then we will give them a voucher to take their actual GED test in the testing center on our campus. So they don't have to go anywhere, and they don't have to pay for anything.
Right there, all on campus. And again, the important word there you mentioned earlier, free.
It is very free.
Yeah, okay. The classes last how long, Arcelle?
So that depends on where the student is at. So that's really important to say, meeting them where they're at. So we may have a student who comes in that's very young and was just in school, and sometimes it takes them maybe 3 to 4 months before they're done. And then we may have someone who's coming back to school after 10, maybe 20 or 30 years, and it may take them a couple of semesters or maybe a couple of years to get done. So it's basically up to where the student is at, where they've tested at, and we teach them from where they test until it's time for them to graduate. So there's no timeline. It's up to the student when they get done, and we support them the whole way through.
Oh, wow. I like the sound of that. Now, we've completed the programs. Tell us about the graduation ceremony. I've heard a little bit about this through the years. How does that work?
It's a very, very wonderful moment. It is extremely student-centered. So our graduation, our students wear a cap and gown just like they would. We have student speakers, so at least 2 student speakers, and it's all about them that day. We want to recognize them for their accomplishments because students who have a GED have gone through something that has made them come out of school prematurely. And so what we want to do is make sure that they are celebrated for going through all of those obstacles and getting their GED. So that day is set aside just for them and their family, and we celebrate them from the time that it starts until the time that they're done.
What a special time that is, too. And there have been so many graduation ceremonies there with the program at RCC through the years.
Yes, so many. Every year we have a graduation ceremony for our students. It's set apart, our special day just for our students.
Yeah. What supports are in place at RCC to really ensure student success?
So we, at our campus, one of the things our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Sheila Regan, says is a student is a student. So even though our students are getting their GED, they're still considered students of Rockingham Community College. So they'll get an ID. They're able to meet with our counselor. So if they're having some issues and they need to meet one-on-one with a counselor or make some arrangements to meet in a group session, we have a food bank on campus. The meals that we have on campus are very, very low price, and they have many, many areas around the campus where they can feel like they are a student and a part of our particular campus. Library, everything is there for them. So when they come to Rockingham, they're a part of the Rockingham family.
Yeah, and they really are, and taking part in all of the different programs there on campus.
Yes.
Yeah. I mentioned a moment ago the program has been going on for so long. How long have we had the GED diploma and the ELA programs there at RCC?
So it is very interesting. When RCC was first founded, which is in 1967, there was an adult basic education program. And so this program has been going on since 1967, and it has morphed to meet the needs of the current population. So every year we're morphed to meet the needs of whoever we're serving. And so that's how ELA came about, which is probably about 20 years ago when we started to see a large population of English language learners come into our county. And so we needed to figure out how to serve them for free.
Since 1969, lots of success stories.
A lot of success stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Tell us about campus partnerships that help with student success.
So we are very dedicated to campus partnerships. Our president, Dr. Mark Kinlaw, is very into partnerships on campus and off campus. So I work with David Dillard, who is our workforce development chair, and he helps with our students to get certified, whether they're done with our program or they can be dually enrolled in a certification program. I also work with Vicki Chickwood, who is our Dean of Health Sciences, and so our students can get enrolled into a phlebotomy program, a CNA program, a dialysis tech program, and also I work with a lot of different programs to matriculate our students into RCC if they want to go into an Associate of Arts program. So it's really important. That workforce development piece is important. They can become a certified production technician and work at Nestle Purina or whatever is around. They can have that.
And that workforce development component just gets better and better with that new center opening soon. That's exciting, isn't it?
It's opening soon, yes.
Yeah.
And so we're very excited about our new building.
Yeah, okay. Well, before we finish up here, anything else you'd like to mention?
Yes, our program has some success stories, and we recently had a student with a very debilitating illness, and he's been with us for many years trying to complete his GED, and he just took his last GED test last week. So he's a graduate, and he is going to be walking across the stage finally in July, and we're very excited about that. And last year we had one of our English language acquisition students actually become a citizen of the United States because we work on that with students as well. So we have some really great success stories, and the only way we can continue to have those success stories is if those people, those 7,400, call us and come to our program because we're here to serve them, and we want them to know that they're going to be part of our family.
Thank you for sharing those stories with us. Do we have? I don't want to put you on the spot here, but do we have any numbers since RCC opened, and how many years that's been with these programs offered there?
So as far as students we've served,
yes,
it's definitely in the high 50, 60, or 70,000
wow.
since our program has been in existence. So we're serving students by the boatload every single year because we're having 2 orientations each month, and students are coming in and they're realizing I can do this, and that's what we're here for, is to just get that light, just get that light going and let them know and blow on it and get the fire going, and then they're done.
Sure, yeah. Wow. A great program from the beginning at Rockingham Community College, and still going strong, and the need is there for sure, isn't it?
It is there. It is there. We're here to serve.
Yeah, okay. Let's finish up with some contact information again, Arcelle.
Sure. Yes. So anyone who's interested or wants to learn more can definitely call at area code 336-342-4261, and then the extension is 2146. Reach out to us at any time. Leave a message if we don't get to you. We will definitely get back to you right away and make sure you're registered and in the class that you need to be in to meet your goals.
This is great. I'm glad we had this time together. Thank you, Arcelle. It's good to get an update on the program that's been there so long and continues to help so many young people and well, really of all ages, too.
Yes, all ages. We accept them all.
Yep, okay. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Have a good month.
You too. Thank you, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's our program from Rockingham Community College for the month, and our guest today is Arcelle Taylor, Director of College and Career Readiness Academic Affairs. She's in the Bishopric Lifelong Learning Center, room 203A to be exact. And let me remind you, if you need more information, you can go to rockinghamcc.edu.